TigerBee.com.
Hello to all of my TigerBee.com family and supporters out there. Welcome back to another video of my Inktober, Birdtober, and all of the Tober challenges. Let's start. Welcome back to another Inktober, Birdtober, and all of the Tober challenges. Day 16, starting off with the Birdtober challenge, the cattle egret is happening first on today's video. Mixing it in with the official Inktober prompt, which is angel, I wanted him to be more of the angel, but I wanted him to be the unlikely visual angel. Next, moving on to a different prompt, which I found, which was hand, or I'm going to do a couple of them, so I'm going to say hands. I wanted to display hands in different angles and awkward positions, just to stray away from a basic hand. TigerBee.com. Moving on back to the Birdtober challenge, I really get the details of this particular bird in strongly and quick. Once I get the details in, or for the outline, I go inside just to make sure that the fur around the beak reads pretty well, and then going into the eye. The eye and the body of this bird is pretty dead on, so not much work for me to do. Putting a few hairs here and there, and then making sure that everything is in order. Giving the eye work a little bit of detail, and giving this bird a little bit of a battle. He's an angel, but we all know it's hard being a positive person sometimes, so I wanted to show his battle wounds and still overcoming all of it by being the angel that no one expects for him to be. Moving back to the hands, I did the sketch work earlier. Now I'm going in for some slight details. I don't want the hands to have too much of a detail factor in today's piece, but what I would like for it to do is just really showcase how simplistic a hand can be drawn. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and so I try to give notes from time to time on how to achieve these things. As you can see here, working with the awkward angle, I just wanted to make sure that, even if it's an awkward angle, it's still achievable. Once you have the notes on how to draw a hand, you keep that simplistic. As you saw a second ago, that was my page flip, but I'll be coming back to that later. Giving the beak a little bit of shade. Now, this particular bird had a lot of shading at the beginning, aka the back part to the beak, aka the part of the beak that's closest to the eye. And then he had a little different hair color on top. For those who don't know, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell you exactly what color it was. Just giving his body a little bit of a shading, so that way we can kind of really feel as though that turn around or looking over the shoulder moment is actually there. Going back into the beak, giving it some shade work. I noticed that I made a slight mistake with the detailing, so I had to clean that up, which is a-okay. We're all humans, so especially if you're an artist, one basic thing that you can get away with is doing it over. All right, it's never the end until you say it is. Finishing up some shadow work on the beak, and then just roughing it up just a little bit more. Keeping the sketch work strong and not trying to give it too much detail. Going back into the hand now, giving the hand some basic shadowing, or what I consider to be basic shadowing, just to make sure that we feel the creases within the inner knuckle area, or even within the palm. As you can see there, I've done this several times. I'm kind of really rushing through these and brushing through these, because for me, they're just an assist to the main character, aka the angel bird that we have here, aka the cattle egret. Cleaning up some angles. I always like to make changes if I see that there's a possibility, especially if I'm not doing a commission. I like to make sure that everything is loose. So sometimes in a sketch, I don't really pay attention to angles, or in this case, where the hands are leading towards. Creating that third hand just to kind of make sure that the story is there, that these are different hands from different individuals. Bringing back in my page flip, making sure that it works pretty well, and not giving it too much detail. Last but not least, I'm working in the eye. I almost did a detailed eye, and then I remembered I'm just doing a sketch, so then I went back to a simplistic eye. Cleaning up some work here and there, just making sure that the piece is suitable for promotion. And I decided to add in another page flip because there was a little blank on that side of him. So you know, sometimes you think you're done, but then you have to step back and really look at, you know, what you produced so far and if it can be better. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to return for the next installment of TigerBee.com. Also, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, love, and share.